Alright, good Friday evening to everybody. It's April the 2nd. It's about 6:40 in the evening, and we decided to head up to Clingmans Dome to see a sunset. Clingmans Dome is the highest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park at 6,643 feet, and it's starting to come into view ahead, and it's glistening with the snow that's still on the trees. So we're going to hike up to the observation tower, which we can see. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but we're going to hike up that way in just a few minutes. It's temperatures, I think it was forecast, I haven't stepped outside yet, but it was forecast to be in the mid-20s by the time we got up here this evening, so probably about 25, 26 degrees up here. And we're going to hike to the top of the tower where the wind's always blowing, and it should be a good evening. So some of the icicles here on the rocks on the way up. Alright, now this is an impressive sight here. There's just a couple of icicles on the sides of the rocks now. Dude's got him a icicle saber there. Alright, that was pretty awesome. The higher up we get, the colder it's getting, the icier it's getting. And I would anticipate seeing just a little bit of snow on the ground here just any time. That was a pretty nice section of icicles there.
It was.
Alright, I want you to notice how the trees with the ice on them, coating them, how they're glistening. It looks like, my wife just said, it looks like glass. That's due to the ice still clinging to the branches. Whole different world than down in the valley. Or I think the valley got to a toasty 42, 43 degrees today. Alright, we're up here at the parking lot for Clingmans Dome, and see the trees are covered with a little bit of snow and ice. It snowed here yesterday, or night before, I think it's Wednesday night. Looking down at Fontana Lake. Alright, we're going to start making our way up. Alright, we're beginning our ascent up to Clingmans Dome. This is a paved path. It's half a mile and very steep. So there are benches along the way to stop and rest on. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, my wife is not as excited about doing this as she has been other aspects of the trip. But I like sunsets, and Clingmans Dome's the highest you can go in the Smokies, so should have a good one. Now, in the summer months, they have a store that operates right here. There's the store. Alright, some people can't keep up.
I said let's stop for a minute and kept going.
I didn't hear you.
So I slowed down.
You gotta speak up.
I can't.
Alright. Getting some more snow in the trees. Us young folk are having to wait on these old folk to catch up. Never mind, I'm 7.5 years older. But I am out of breath, so here's the path. It's just getting steeper and steeper. What?
Little icicles.
Oh yeah. Little icicles hanging from the tree. I'll tell you, I've done Clingmans Dome many times. It's never easy, but there's something about this cold air.
Hurts your lungs.
It does. It makes it harder to walk up it. We were up here, when was the last time? Last summer, I guess June?
I think so.
No, October, because we did the hike to Andrews Bald.
Oh yeah.
So, wasn't near as hard in October. It wasn't easy, but I tell you, that cold air, like she said, it just gets in your lungs. So let's continue. Alright, here she is. I've been here, wait about 10 minutes. Now about 10 seconds. So, look at the icicles hanging from that tree. See?
I do.
I'm not sure, she's not said, but I think my wife's having really murderous thoughts about me right now.
No, my calves are on fire.
Well, if they're on fire, it should be keeping you warm then.
Hurting fire, not
Hurting fire.
How far is it?
Probably about halfway there.
Halfway.
Yeah. Maybe a little more. Show you this tree right here glistening in the sunlight, coated with ice. Very pretty with the ice hitting, or the sun hitting it. Alright, we better get on up there. We're not going to make it with sunset. So let's carry on. Alright, nearing the top. Just a little bit further to go. And there's just a slight bit of snow left on the ground. Not nearly as much as I was hoping there would be, or what you could see from the valleys this morning. You could look up here and see it covered, but as the day went on, you could tell some of it had melted away. Folks, I'll tell you, the views up here are beautiful, but it's a little work getting up here. And here the tower's coming into view, and a little boy was walking back down with his mom just now, and he said, "Mom, let's make a deal." And she said, "What?" He said, "We never do this again." So there's the tower. Icicles hanging off the bottom. Now, like I say, right here before you go up the tower, this is a couple of things right here. This is where the Appalachian Trail comes across, and the Appalachian Trail runs, actually it's over 2,000 miles. I don't remember the exact number, but it starts on Springer Mountain, Georgia, and ends on Mount Katahdin in Maine. It's over 2,000 miles, I know that. And Clingmans Dome, right where we're standing, this is the highest point on the entire Appalachian Trail. Our elevation here is 6,643 feet. This is the highest point in the state of Tennessee, and also, depending on which book you read, the second or third highest in North Carolina, because we're straddling the state line. In fact, that tower, the state line cuts right down the middle of it. So you can be in North Carolina and in Tennessee in the tower just by walking around it. So let's head on up to the top. Alright, we are ascending up the tower here. A little walkway, it kind of goes in a circle. And it's usually very windy at the top. You'll probably hear the wind start to pick up as we get to the top. In fact, I can hear it now. I got a hoodie on my head and can't hear much of anything. But yeah, the wind's picking up now.
I don't know. It reminds me of Minecraft for no reason.
A little bit of the views off to the south. Once we get to the top, I'll point out some mountains that we're looking at here. But now, it's not uncommon at all up here for snow to fall from October through April. And there have been snows in May up here. But we've actually come up here in April and there'll be a lot more snow than this. This is not much at all. Out some things here. Once again, it's murderous, but you can see parts of 7 states up here on a clear day, and this is a clear day. Something you don't often see in the summertime from here, because it's usually so hazy, is the Black Mountain Range from Mount Mitchell. It's located in North Carolina. And I'm trying to focus and zoom in on Mount Mitchell right now. There it is. Elevation 6,684 feet. Highest point. It's very hard to hold it still when I'm zooming. So, pan around here to the left a little bit. Pronounce that. It's the second highest point in the Smoky Mountains. It's 6,600 feet. We're standing on the highest point. That's the second. Once again, you can see the town of Pigeon Forge down the valley. We're more than a mile above Pigeon Forge as far as altitude goes. And over here to the southwest, into the sun. I'm sorry about the glare, but you're looking back over towards Thunderhead Mountain and Gregory Bald, which are over Cades Cove. And now, Standing Indian Mountain, that's near the Georgia border, but it's in North Carolina at 5,499 feet. That's pretty much the 360 view. You can see the snow on the trees and the ice. We're going to try to hang out till sunset, but it's miserably cold up here, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you see the sign here just to show you I'm not making this stuff up. You can barely read the writing on this national park if anybody watches this. It's about time to place these signs. Same signs. Barely on Mount Mitchell. That's 73 miles in distance. You can look out there and see it very clearly today because there's just no haze at all. You can see Mount Mitchell right there. 73 miles as the crow flies. That's just awesome. It's casting a shadow. Absolutely murder. I can't even feel my hands. My wife is speaking to me right now, I think. She just sent it to the camera. I'm going to try to get Brasstown Bald again. I'm not convinced I got it the other time. So I'm going to try to line it up. I think it's coming. Yeah, there we go. It's Brasstown Bald, Georgia. You can see there's a visitor center. There he is. Thunderhead Mountain here. Now I mentioned Gregory Bald just a few minutes ago. Let me zoom in on Gregory Bald. It's just above Cades Cove. If you're a hiker, week of June, pretty much around that time. The flame azaleas are in full bloom there. It's a beautiful hike. It's one of the hardest hikes I've ever done. If you're into hiking and you want to see something beautiful, there are millions of azalea blooms on top of that mountain by the third week of June. Of course, azaleas bloom in the valley in April, but they don't bloom at that elevation until June. So that's a hike that's well worth it. All kinds of colors, coral color, red, white, yellow. Start to say blue. I don't think there's any blue ones, but every color azalea you can imagine. It's absolutely gorgeous. Pink. I may have said pink, but definitely something to do. There's orange ones up there. So, looking at this one. Experiment up here. We were debating how cold we think it is, so we're going to ask Google. So this is Google tells Clingmans Dome temperature. Here, 21 degrees. Feels like 17. It don't feel like there's 17. I think the wind's about 20 or 30 miles an hour. So anyway, it's 21 degrees up here. And it's windy. And we did not bring gloves. So,
My fingers are